Everybody, Kristen Ziesmer here, sports dietitian and certified personal trainer with Elite Nutrition Performance, and today we are talking about alcohol. I get this question a lot: can alcohol fit into a healthy diet, or is it just totally off limits? And the answer really is it depends on what you're drinking and then how much you're drinking. So we're going to go over the three major types of alcohol. So we have wine, we also have beer, and we have, of course, liquor. So really, with alcohol, the problem isn't the amount of calories necessarily or carbs that are in it, but it is actually the alcohol itself. So for an ounce of liquor, or if you were to have a glass of wine, 5 ounces of wine, which you would want to measure, but a good rule of thumb is I take the 3 middle fingers and I put my ring finger up to the stem of the glass where it meets the glass, and then wherever that top finger falls, so basically the top of my pointer finger is where you would fill the glass up to, approximately about 5 ounces, or 12 ounces of beer. Each of those are going to contain, well, for the wine and for the beer is going to contain about 100 calories. If you were to have an ounce of liquor, so something like vodka, which is actually the lowest amount of calories, is 64 calories per ounce. So just my little shot glass here. Or if you did have something like this, this gin that we have here, it's a little bit of like a floral gin. It's a little sweeter, so it's going to have more calories, but roughly about 70 calories. So 100 calories for wine and beer, and then 100 calories for your liquor. Now, if you were to have light beer, it's 100 calories. If you had a heavier beer like this Sam Adams Jack Oat Pumpkin Ale, which sounds delicious, it might have actually more calories. It could be up to 140 or even 300 if it was a heavy craft beer. But the problem is really the alcohol itself. So a gram of alcohol contains 7 calories, whereas if you were to have a gram of protein, that contains 4 calories, a gram of carbohydrates contains 4 calories also, a gram of fat contains 9 calories. So alcohol is on the higher end when it comes to calories, and your body does process alcohol differently than if you were to be eating protein or carbs or even fat. And if you do wind up having a lot of alcohol, it does actually contribute more to belly fat, which I don't know very many people that want extra belly fat. So if you're drinking too much, which the recommendation of moderation would be 1 drink per day for females and 2 drinks per day for males, but that's kind of a lot if you think about it in that respect. I usually tell people to give yourself a weekly limit. So females, maybe give yourself 2 or 3 drinks per week, and then males maybe 3 or 4 drinks per week. So the problem is the alcohol itself. Like I said, your body processes it differently. It can be stored more as belly fat, and then also it is it kind of hinders performance to some extent because it is inflammation promoting. So that means that you're going to have a harder time recovering from your workouts. Your muscles may not be recovering as well from those workouts, and you are going into those workouts with a higher level of inflammation. So if you were to have just a couple of drinks per week, it's not a big deal, but I wouldn't drink before you have a big event, and I certainly wouldn't drink right after you have a big event either because of the slowing down the recovery process. So really trying to space out your drinks throughout the week not around an event, or if you had a long run on the weekend or something to that effect. Of course, if you were trying to lose weight, you really want to try to limit alcohol as much as possible because it is going to contribute to excess calories, which is going to contribute to weight gain or preventing you from losing weight. The other thing is if you have maybe a heart condition, or you just don't tolerate alcohol very well. Some people are just slow metabolizers of alcohol, and some people are fast metabolizers. That's just genetics. Then in that case, you probably want to reduce your alcohol intake or just stay away from it completely. But like I said, if you're having just maybe 2 to 3 drinks per week of wine, beer, or an ounce of liquor for a female, or 3 to 4 for males, then you should be fine. of course, like I said, if you're trying to lose weight, cut that number back a little bit. And the other thing to think about is with liquor is what you're mixing it with. So if you're mixing, let's say, vodka with orange juice, well, now that just, you know, significantly increased your calories. So if you had 8 ounces of orange juice, that is another 120 calories on top of your 64 calories that you're having. So now you're up to, you know, over 200 calories, or very close to your 200 calories for one drink. So something that you could do is you could mix this with Crystal Light or one of those Mio drinks, or the Mio flavor enhancers for your water. So mix this with water and then a Mio. Or if you wanted to do wine, this is a bottle of white wine. You can mix this with seltzer water so you have a wine spritzer. So any of those things, or also instead of sticking with these heavier beers, do a light beer instead. So hope that kind of clears up some confusion. You can certainly have alcohol with a healthy diet. It just depends on how much that you're having and what exactly you're having, and then of course what you're mixing it with. So thanks for watching, guys, and hope you are able to incorporate all these tips and just cut back on your alcohol intake if you feel like you're eating or drinking too much. Have a good rest of the day.